Welcome back. We are here with 1409. If you can believe it, next year there's going to be a new decade again. So excited. This year we do have a little Alexandra's birthday. Really excited about that. And otherwise we're just working on horse stuff. So let's take a look here. We had two babies were born. Actually, oops. Sorry, Beatriz was born. I must have been on the wrong year here. Beatriz. So yeah, two babies were born and three were born in the middle of the night, but one of them was technically born on Tuesday, so I put her on Tuesday. But anyway, so three infants, two toddlers. We have our Alexandra, and then looks like Dustin, Ursula, and Elric. So many of these people. Now, Fayanne Trimboli is an important person. I'm trying to have the Trimbolis actually survive. And then the two Devereaux children, Amelia just got married, so it would be kind of sad if she passed. But anyway, let's roll for them. 3 infants, no 18 or a 20. 1, 2, 3. You know, it's not a bad roll. And then we have two babies here, toddlers. Oh my gosh, and also Alice was it Thora's child? Her only child. She died in childbirth, so I hope that baby survives. No 4, 8, or 12. All right. Good, good, good. Now we have no 9 or 19 for 4 children. The first one is ours, no 9 or 19. Whew. Okay. I mean, not that that would have been the worst thing in the world. No offense to Alexandra, but our household is kind of full. Okay, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 young adults. No 2, 6, 11, 13, 14. 2, 3. Ooh, number 3. It's just number 3. Who was number 3? 1, 2, 3. It was Aubrey. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, do you know what this means? Okay, so let me tell you what this means. Where's Aubrey? Okay, so right now, Aubrey only has a daughter. He is going to be the Marquis when his father dies. Now, he only has a daughter, and he's about to die. So that means his sister, where is she? No, it doesn't mean his sister anything because he only has a sister. So because he only has a sister, she won't be inheriting the title. So if we look over here to his other siblings, which are really his half-siblings, but nobody is really aware of this because they're having an affair, but she is passing the children off as her husband's children, which means the Pascal, our child, will be becoming the Marquis. That's what that means. Oh my gosh. If he survives. I mean, there's always that. But, wow. Okay, you know, I had a feeling something like that would happen because it's just like too much. Also, Wolfram is getting married this year. I don't have anyone to marry him to, so we'll have to make someone new, which is totally fine. I don't mind introducing new Sims to the world. I don't mind introducing new Sims to the world. However, I do want to try not to introduce too many because the game, once you have a certain number of Sims, starts to get, you know, laggy and stuff. Maybe I'll look for a townie, actually, from the actual game because I was thinking, you know, we had the Vittors, we had the Strouds, well, one Stroud, in the game, and I think that it might be fun to introduce more townies to the game as like a little, not Easter egg, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I'll think about it. We'll think about it. Anyway, vampire rolls. Where am I? I just kept going in the wrong direction. You saw that. Okay, so we have 1 vampire, We have 2 vampires. We have 3 vampires. They cannot get a 9 to be accused. 2, 3. All right. And then how many humans do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 humans. They can't get an 18 to be accused. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. No problems here. Only 1 person died. I mean, it's a big deal that Aubrey died, but still, only 1 person died. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's hop into the game. All right, so here we are, still very pregnant and definitely going to have this baby. I think around like noontime today is when she's supposed to have it. We also have Cecilia working on the endurance of the horse. I think we're at temperament level 10 now. So if we can get to endurance level 10, then I might buy some barrels and see how it goes. I don't really feel bad about not using the horse to its fullest the first time because we will be spending this entire generation working with horses. So if we feel like we missed out on something, like there's definitely going to be another horse in this generation, so we don't really have to worry. Anyway, a baby is being born. And it did survive, and I'm just looking for names in one of these. And then the second baby unfortunately died. So that's 1 baby live, 1 baby die there. So it looks like... Oh, I'm really worried about the Trimbolis, to be completely honest. I'm worried about their family line. Oh, gosh. Okay, so... We've just had Zetian and a baby that did not live. Maurice II, you're really, we're putting all our hopes and dreams on you. I mean, it's fine if the line dies out. That's just something that happens over time, right? Like, it's not like it's that big a deal. It's just we like certain families more than others. Anyway, let's have our baby. We really don't need Emmeline to roll to die today. Look at her face. She's worried about it too. Okay, so she is having the baby, and it's a girl, another girl. Okay, so we don't actually have to worry now about whether or not this baby would be in the line of succession, because part of me was like, oh, well, maybe it should be, maybe it shouldn't be. We're actually going to name her Emelina after Emmeline. But... yeah, so if it was a boy, we'd have to consider if Thomas died, would that baby be the second? Because technically it's not an illegitimate baby because she's trying to pass it off as Thomas's from before he died. But, I mean, nobody really believes that, but, like, nobody's going to call her out on it either. So, but we don't actually have to worry now about that. I don't know why we're having so many girls, though. Like, we have so many girls. We have 5 girls and 1 boy. Like, how does that even happen? I don't know. But we'll just do the best we can and move on from there. So again, we're just taking care of the baby. We are doing our horse things. We're just doing everything. So we're in good shape. And this year, we also have Alexandra's birthday coming up as well. So, but that's not until later on in the year. But let's also have all the kids meet the baby. We'll see whether they like them or not. So we have first Cecilia, who is going to see the baby, and she does not like the baby. She's not happy about the baby. All right. Well, how about Anastasia? What does she think about the baby? She does like the baby. She likes the baby. Okay. And then we have our other children. So Alexandra, she does not like the baby, but it looks like the twins do like the baby. So there's that. Okay. Anyway, so it looks like we've reached the top of endurance. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the horse practice. So a child can't practice doing this, but a child can direct the horse to practice by itself. So that is what's going on there. We're just having Sunburst practice the barrels by herself, and she can only just practice right now, but once she gets to level 5, then she can practice racing the barrels. So there's that as well. So we'll kind of see where that goes, but anyway, so we are just checking things out here. And the baby is crying, and everybody is just standing around the baby being like, what the heck? Oh, this baby. Okay. So, and I don't know why. It looks like there's some kind of glitch with the icons above the toddlers' heads. Like, those are horse icons. Those are not for toddlers. I don't know why it is there right now. But anyway, the horse is fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's fine. Let's practice again, just going around. And also, the barrels can fall down, too, while the horse is practicing. So then you have to have the sim go and, put the barrel up and do that. So that is nice too. We're just checking on our baby. Oh, look at that little face. Look at that little potato face. Okay, so let's make a cake for, okay, my game crashed again. All right, we're back. So I don't know why that keeps happening to me. Like sometimes it will come up but not do the thing. If that makes any sense whatsoever, like the pop-up doesn't show up. It must be a mod conflict of some sort. But luckily, I can save my game even if that happens. Like, it's not going to make me lose any game data, so it doesn't make me as mad as it would if I did. But anyway, Emelina is aging up. She's also blonde. Alois actually kind of looks like Thomas a little bit, so it is turning out that we won't really have that much of a problem. So that's good. And we're not too worried there, so... Looks like also Alexandra is aging up, so we'll give her and the baby a makeover shortly after everybody has some cake and enjoys that. But yeah, so most of our kids are blonde. We have one brunette kid, but most of them are blonde. Most of them take after their fathers. So that's fine, though. It actually would have been really funny, though, if she had gotten pregnant with, like, Giles' baby or something, because he's black and the baby would presumably not come out white also, and so like it would just be really funny for her being like, no, that's totally Thomas's kid. But in another world, I suppose. So here we are with the makeovers, our color yellow, of course, and I'm just choosing again a plain outfit. She is Thomas's daughter, so there's that. No presents for her from Gilbert. And I thought that I removed this hat from her, but I guess I didn't. Anyway. Oh. That was my dog just throwing herself into a door. Not like in a bad way. She was just rolling over and then leaned into it. But anyway, look at these cute little kids. Oh my gosh. Like, honestly, they are adorable, and I can't even stand it. Like, the infants are so cute. Like, look at her little eyes, and look at her, look at the little bow in her hair. It's just so cute. I love it. But anyway, that is that. So we are going to be back home with the cake that we're all trying to eat. We're going to have the horse again practice and keep going with all of that. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to also change the furniture because, of course, we have made a mistake here with the furniture situation. So... because honestly, I wasn't thinking that we would have another kid, but then we did have another kid, so then I got rid of the baby cribs, but then anyway, it doesn't matter. So now we are just continuing on with that kind of stuff, but don't worry, there will be more interesting things happening in the future of this year. Don't you worry about that, because something is going to happen that was totally unexpected for me. So I think you'll like it too. And but yes, so we are just practicing. Emmeline is doing the chores and getting everything ready. And unfortunately, I think I have to move the bees there now that the horse barrels are right there. This lot is really not big enough for this horse stuff. But that's okay, because I am thinking that we will not, we won't be on this lot when Thomas gets older. So that'll be fine too. Anyway, so let's just check out that. And Emmeline even still likes the horse and everything, even though she's like not the one who's really, really working on it. So there's that. But anyway, I think, is it next year Thomas will age up? So that'll be good. We'll have Thomas be practicing his horse riding skill next year, because even though we can still get, like, even though we're improving the horse, we're not really improving Cecilia's horse riding skill anymore, now that that is just kind of happening there. So that's what we're dealing with. But I do want Thomas to probably get to level 10. We'll have him do maybe we'll have him do that competition aspiration. So we'll work on that with him. But anyway, so all the kids are just chatting. And also I wanted to have, I realize now how to do with like the royalty mod, the stuff to acknowledge your children, because technically I think every single one of these kids is considered an illegitimate child. So there is that, but I did figure out how to do that. I also wanted to go to the market and get it's supposed to be, we're supposed to have a grand meal coming up, and I didn't know if you could do it with the pheasant. I know you can do it with the chicken though. So, yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to have her go buy a chicken, but then she couldn't buy a chicken, so then I had her go hunting, and it just wasn't super helpful. The horse is really not going around the barrels. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, and I think another one of my hens is being taken by Grimm, so there's that. And there you go. Please don't stick around this time. That was weird. Anyway, we're going to purchase some chickens, and then we're going to have Emmeline start doing the chores. And, oh, look, it's Swan. I mean, I guess we could get together with him now that Millicent is dead, but I feel like that's a no-no, so we're not doing that. And, I mean, she's had 7 kids, Emmeline, and they're all alive. So that's like, is that a record for us? I mean, who else has had, I feel like I have to check now, hold on. Okay, in our main household, the only person who has gotten close is Agnes, who did have 7 children, but 1 died as a toddler, and then 1 died in the plague. So, she really only had 5 come to fruition. I guess we can't really say that, it's the same situation, because as far as we know, all of these children could fail their roles to teenager. We don't know. They might not get married, so we'll have to see where that goes. But anyway, let's direct the horse to go around the barrels. They can race at level 5. We're doing pretty good here. And yep, level 4 we're at, so that's good. And it's Thursday morning. Oh, cool, milestone unlocked. So there is that. You just keep doing your thing, horse. This poor horse is worked to the bone. Anyway, so let's keep it rolling. And we are going to just let the horse do the thing. And, oh, first blowout. Oh, man, poor Emmeline, right on top of her. So, anyway, let's put the baby to bed, even though it's kind of stinky, but maybe we could give the baby a bath, actually, or something. We should probably do that. Anyway. So let's keep going with the horse, and then we'll do the chores for today, and then you'll see what is going on. So, what is that trash over there? Is that horse poop? You're still not at level 5, Sunburst. You can't race yet. Okay, so let's start doing the chores. If you could just put that baby down, that would be great. And we are going to check these two. It's all coming to a head here. Okay, so with the last day of the year, well, the second to last day, I guess, we are going to get a notification shortly. I don't know when it's coming, but it should be coming soon. See, you have to pick up the barrel, right? Yeah. Okay. So, we are just continuing with that. That's going in the trash. Everyone's doing well. Anastasia's picking up a little bit of help here and there, even though she's a lazy sim, which is nice of her. We're getting rid of the extra things in our inventory. We're in a good spot. She wants to talk to Joffrey, which is like, no thanks. Actually, is Joffrey even married? Like, he must be. Also, I was thinking about getting their imagination skill up. Is Joffrey married? I feel like he is married. He's married to Petra. And they have plenty of kids together, so leave him alone. Anyway, so we're here, and Cecilia is about to get a notification, and she gets a notification from none other than Gilbert, and it says, like, I'm your dad, are you going to come and visit me? So basically, I mean, obviously, we know that she doesn't really know much about her parentage, so she gets this letter from Gilbert that says, I'm your father, I would love to meet with you, blah, blah, blah. And she's starting to get to the age where she knows about her mother's reputation, but she is going to head over to there to get some answers, to find out exactly what's going on with her lineage, her parentage, because she always thought that Thomas was her father, and he treated her like a daughter. And so far with the royalty mod, Emmeline has acknowledged her as her child, obviously. And these are the half sisters. These are Gilbert's daughters over here. So let's knock on the door after we just say hello to them. And they're kind of like, oh, hey, who are you? And she's just like, oh, hey, I'm here to see the Lord. So she's going to go there. Why are you guys coming all the way up here just to go down again? No, don't do that. Anyway, so she comes here to meet Gilbert and find out the truth about her parentage. So basically, what's going to happen is Gilbert is going to talk to her, and he's going to tell her, I'm your father. Don't you know I'm the one who sent you, your jewelry, and all of that stuff. That's Gilbert's mother there. She's still alive. And he's going to basically say, obviously I can't acknowledge you as my child for realsies, in the actual, family registry or whatever it is, but I want to make sure that you and my other illegitimate children are taken care of. Look at all of his kids. Gilbert, you did it. But yes, so he wants to make sure that his illegitimate children are taken care of, and honestly, he doesn't know which kids are his and which kids aren't. He knows that the last kid isn't his because they broke up before then, but he doesn't know which kids are his and which kids aren't. He's pretty confident, though, that Cecilia is his because Emmeline was pregnant before she was married. So basically he tells her, I'm going to make sure that you and my other children are taken care of, so just don't worry. I will give you the means to take care of your siblings, and, what you tell them is up to you, but, he's kind of putting the responsibility onto Cecilia because Gilbert isn't going to acknowledge these children, and he doesn't really want to see Emmeline again. And so even though his wife just died again, but he isn't going to acknowledge his children, but he does want to give them the tools to make sure that they're taken care of. So he is talking to Cecilia about that, and I'm kind of thinking that's probably how we'll be able to afford a small kind of rundown ranch in the future is through Gilbert's help. So that is what we're setting up here. I honestly didn't think I was going to bring him into the story right at this second, but he called, so that is good with me. So Gilbert has talked to Cecilia about like real life stuff, and poor Cecilia is so like has to be so mature for her age because of her parents and everything that's happened, and now she's just getting more responsibility for her sibling and everything. So it's just tough for her. I feel like she is definitely, you know what, I'm going to give her a good love story when she gets older. It might be filled with drama and pain and suffering, but it'll end nicely. So that is what's going on with Cecilia. She is definitely being given more responsibilities to take care of her siblings. She's kind of the only, I mean, you know, toddlers aren't very interesting, so we're not really playing too much with Thomas yet. But next year, Thomas, I think, will be aging up into a child, so that'll be good. We'll be able to start really playing with our heir more. But I honestly love Cecilia, and I want to keep her around, so I think that she is definitely going to be a big part in their lives. Like, she's kind of like going to be a parental figure to her siblings. So I think that even with Emmeline, you know, still alive and everything, I think that Cecilia is definitely going to be the one that the other siblings go to when they need things, and not their mother. So anyway, we just had our grand meal. It was excellent, and now that's going to be that. So I hope that you enjoyed this part. The last thing I'm just going to do is a quick wedding, but I did have some game issues again, so I'm going to just stop it there. But we are going to put a new portrait in the new church, so I'm excited about that. And I hope that you enjoyed this part. I'm really excited for the birthdays in the next part, and I will catch you in the next one.